Ciao everybody, welcome to Organic Italian. I'm Brianna and today we're making a fresh cherry tomato sauce. It's the perfect Sunday sauce. It comes together in a half hour and you're gonna love it. Let's go get started. My favorite thing about this dish is not only that it utilizes fresh cherry tomatoes, but that it takes so few ingredients to put this dish together. It's perfect for the summertime because you're not standing over the stove for hours. So really all you need is a basket of cherry tomatoes. So you can get a big basket like this or two of the small ones. You're going to need two different kinds of cheese. Here I have a Parmigiano and a Grana Padano, but you can use a Pecorino and a Parmigiano. This is what I have, so this is what I'm using. Some fresh basil, garlic, some pepperoncino, salt, oil, and some pasta. I'm using the big rigatoni today. You can use paccheri. You want to use a bigger pasta because you want it to really absorb that sauce and you want those cherry tomatoes to get inside. And a little thing that I would just like to say about when you buy store-bought pasta is these are the only ingredients that should be in your pasta. That's it. That's all you want to see when you're buying pasta. If you pick up a box of pasta or a package of pasta and there's a paragraph of ingredients in it, put it back and find yourself some pasta that just has durum wheat semolina flour in it. It's so much better for you and it tastes so much better too if you can't make homemade pasta. So that's the next best thing. So I'm gonna get started on cutting these cherry tomatoes. You just wanna cut them in half lengthwise and I'll be back when they're done. Cut all of my cherry tomatoes. I had a little wine. If you guys have never tried Greco di Tufo wine, I highly suggest it. It's a Southern Italian white wine. It's delicious and it pairs perfectly with a dish like this. So now we're ready to get started. We're gonna go over to our stove. Come on, come on. We're gonna put this baby on medium heat. We're gonna throw some olive oil inside. Not too much, that's a good amount. Then we're gonna take our garlic. These cloves are pretty big, so I'm gonna use about two of them. You wanna crush them. This is a quick way to get your garlic out of the skin. Just go ahead and smash it. That's one, two. I'm gonna cut this one in half. It's pretty big. Do the same for this one. So toss that in here. And then in goes my all-time favorite thing in the world is calabrese pepperoncino. If you don't have these, I highly suggest you get them, but you can also use red pepper flakes is fine too. I'm gonna go ahead and pop some in there. We're just gonna let that heat up. You're gonna let your garlic brown a little bit, not too much. You don't want it to be. See, we got some good color on this garlic. It's sizzling up nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw our cherry tomatoes inside that we cut. We've got a few that escaped. And then you just want to give this a generous salting. Mix. Don't worry if the bottom of the pan is looking a little dry. These tomatoes are going to release a lot of juice when they start to cook. You can already see the sizzling's going down. They're already starting to release some juice. So we're going to go ahead and cover that and let it cook for about 15-20 minutes. And in the meantime, you want to put a pot of water on to boil so that it's ready for you when your sauce is ready. And salt, salt, salt your pasta water. I can't stress that enough. It should be salty like the ocean. And that's the only thing that should be in that pot. No oil, nothing else, just water and salt. And then, while that's all happening over there, you can come back and grate your cheese. You're gonna want about 30 grams of Parmigiano and 30 grams of Pecorino, Grana Padano, whatever you're using. So grate it so it's ready to go. And I will be back. So you wanna go ahead and time cooking your pasta with your sauce. Because this sauce only takes about 15-20 minutes to cook and my pasta takes about 13 minutes to cook, you want to time them accordingly. So package instructions for al dente pasta on this is 13 minutes. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to cook it 2 minutes under that and finish it in the tomato sauce. So it'll cook 2 minutes under whatever your package instructions are. Take it out, drain it, put it into your pasta sauce. And I recommend doing this whenever you cook pasta because finishing it for the last 2 minutes in the sauce really infuses the flavors together. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook my pasta and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm back. So I drained our pasta and I'm adding it to the sauce. Remember, I cooked it 2 minutes under package time, so I'm gonna set another 2 minutes on my timer and finish the cooking process here in my sauce. It just really makes that much of a difference to finish cooking your pasta for the last few minutes in this. Also, at this point, going to start adding my cheese. So again, I said this is half Parmigiano and half Grano Padano. The exact measurements for everything will be linked in a recipe below like they always are. So let's start adding our cheese and mixing. I mean, guys, look at this. It's so amazing. The fresh tomatoes, the freshly grated cheese. I highly recommend buying a block of cheese whenever you can. It stays fresher longer and then you just grate it yourself, you know, as you need it instead of buying grated cheese in a container. It goes stale much quicker. So finishing that. Oh, look at that cheesy deliciousness. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. You're just gonna have to make it so you can smell this. Finish it off with some basil that I went ahead and chopped while the pasta and the sauce was cooking, and continue to mix. At this point, there's about 30 seconds left on the clock. Guys, look at this. Are you kidding? Oh. So our pasta is plated. It's ready to go for Sunday dinner. I'm just gonna put the final touch on it. I just like to add a little bit more fresh basil to the top because you can never have enough fresh basil, especially paired with these delicious fresh cherry tomatoes. I mean, guys, look at this. It's like heaven in a bowl. Let's do a taste test. Get that delicious sauce. Guys, that is the perfect spring and summer Sunday sauce. There you have it, guys, your perfect spring, summer Sunday sauce, or really any day of the week because you can eat pasta whenever you want. I will see you guys next time. Ciao.